Hi my friends, yesterday I made this t-shirt out of knitted wool fabric for my sister. I made this by tracing around one of her t-shirts that fit her well and then just altering the sleeves a little bit to make them longer, and then I just sewed it up with a zigzag stitch on my sewing machine. Now I don't usually work with knitted fabric, so I don't have any double pointed needles or anything like that to finish the edges, so I thought I'd show you all how I finish the edges by hand. For the bottom of the t-shirt, I'm just going to fold the fabric over once. Now you could fold it over twice, but it's just a little bit more bulky and it's not strictly necessary when you work with knit fabric, as it's less prone to fraying than, let's say, woven fabrics are. However, I will show you how to work the stitch on a double folded fabric when we do the neckline. For now though, I'm going to baste down the one fold. Now you don't have to baste down the fold if you don't want to, but I do find it a lot easier to do the herringbone stitch, which is the stitch we'll be doing, if it is basted down first. To get started, I'm going to turn my work over so that I can hold the opening of the t-shirt with my left hand. Then I can go ahead and just fasten my thread. I'm using a pink thread here, that's just to make it a little bit easier for you to see what I'm doing. Ideally you would be using a thread that matches your work a little bit better. And in fact I'm going to unpick this and do it with a white thread after I've shown you guys what I'm doing. We're going to work with the needle going towards us while the stitch is going in the opposite direction. We're going to start by grabbing just a couple of threads right outside of the fold. Then we're going to move the needle over towards the middle of the fold and just grab the top layer of fabric so the needle is not going through. Pull the thread through and make sure the threads are lying nicely over the fold. And then we just repeat these two steps all the way around, trying to make the spacing as even as possible. Now you could probably mark it with a pen if you want to be very accurate. For me, I'm just going by sight and I'm happy with it being a little bit wonky at times. Now you're just going to continue to do the herringbone stitch all the way around, and as you can see, it's pretty invisible even though I'm using a pink thread, so when you're using a thread in a matching color, it won't be seen from the outside of the fabric at all. And as you can see, the stitch stretches with the fabric. Now that I've finished with the bottom of the t-shirt as well as the sleeves, I'm just going to pull out my basting thread, and then I'll show you how to deal with the curved hem of the neckline. As you can see, when you fold the hem over too much on a curved line, it's not going to lay as flat and nice as it could, so I'm just going to fold it over a little bit once and then baste it down. I highly recommend that you baste it down as well. It's so much easier if you do that. And then I'm going to fold it over once more, just the tiniest amount, and baste that down as well. And now that that's all prepped, we're ready to start with the actual stitch, and it's just the same stitch that we did earlier, the herringbone stitch. And the only difference is that you need to make the stitch just a little bit smaller. And that's it. This is how it looks on the inside. And this is how it looks on the outside. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!